Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start. I want to start. I want to start by thanking the members of the JCF here this morning. There were those who threatened counter-protests. There were those who wanted to intimidate people to prevent them from coming out. And the heavy presence of the JCF here today shows that they understand that their loyalty is to the Constitution and the people of Jamaica and not to a corrupt regime. We have seen since the Integrity Commission investigation, we have seen since the FID-led investigations leading to the arrest and charge of Ruel Reid and company. We have seen the response of the Jamaica Labour Party to defund the FID. That's right. Today, we learn from an American report, not from any Jamaican report, we learned that the FID staffing is only at 1/3 of the level that it should be relative to the approved establishment. Shame. We remember just before Selvin Hay left his post, he spoke of additional charges for individuals who were involved in the SSL scandal, the one involving Bolt's millions. But hundreds of other persons stand to lose money in that.
That's right.
Yet 18 months later, we have heard not a whisper from the FID. The appointment of Chung now is the final step in ensuring that the Prime Minister's investigation or the FID's investigation of the Prime Minister for the criminal offense of illicit enrichment will be put in file 13. It will be forgotten, like the report of the FSC that was sent to Nigel Clark and was buried in a filing cabinet. We will not allow that to happen. This farce of a protest, this farce of a process that they went through, they put out an ad requiring law enforcement experience at a senior level.
12 years.
12 years experience and 5 years at a senior level. To my certain knowledge, senior members of the JCF, senior officers of the JCF who met those qualifications applied and were turned down. They were interviewed and they were turned down. And then the people who think Jamaican people are idiots, who take us for fools, surrest the original ad with an ad tailored to a particular outcome. That particular outcome was to recruit one individual. That individual is Dennis Chung, a known apologist, a known defender of the Prime Minister and the JLP, a known person who publicly attacked under the pretense of being a commentator, an independent commentator. He attacked the report of the Integrity Commission. No self-respecting accountant, much less if he had any training in forensic accounting, which he doesn't. None without seeing all the evidence available to the Integrity Commission would have made such stupid and silly statements.
Stupid.
Since 2010, persons have been, the labor ranks have been spreading propaganda, misinformation, that there were persons with similar qualifications to Chung who led the FID before. What they fail to say is that originally the FID started as a revenue enhancement division or department within the Ministry of Finance. And therefore it was civil servants who ran it. Since 2010, when the Act, the Financial Investigation Division Act was passed, Audley Shaw himself announced that going forward, it would be led by a person from law enforcement, and he spoke a high senior officer at the JCF, which he himself insisted be interviewed and be appointed because he said the FID was the lead against corruption. When Dr. Phillips took over, he maintained that tradition. Senior law enforcement officials experiencing in conducting and supervising complex investigations.
That's right.
Experts in money laundering. Experts in money laundering. And that tradition was maintained right up to former Deputy Commissioner Selvin Hay. Now, for the first time since the Financial Investigation Division Act was passed, this government intends to turn the FID into an international puppet show.
Puppy show. Shame on them. Shame.
The FID is our representative in the Egmont Group. That is the Global Association of Financial Intelligence Units.
Yes.
And those of us who have worked in national security would understand intelligence is only shared to the extent you have confidence in the other party.
That's right.
No self-respecting financial intelligence unit would feel comfortable and confident sharing anything with Dennis Trump.
No, sir.
None.
No. That's right.
So we put our entire, we're putting our entire financial sector at risk in the interest of suppressing the investigation into the Prime Minister. Dr. Phillips mentioned it, but I want to say it for emphasis. It would be catastrophic. It would be catastrophic for us to be returned to the grey list or the blacklist of the Financial Action Task Force. So I say to all Jamaicans, I say to those business persons who might think that you are protected from the consequences of these actions, you are not. The entire economy is at risk. We have already seen where foreign direct investment today is only 1/3 of what it was under the People's National Party and under a finance minister with clean hands and a pure heart. Today it is a tiny fraction, and no other than Andrew Holness himself, before he was investigated for illicit enrichment, made a statement that one of the obstacles to investment was the perception of corruption in Jamaica. Well, I say to you, if the head of the stream is dirty, nowhere downstream can be clean. So let us rescue Jamaica here today and every day for as long as it takes to ensure that Chung will come down, that Andrew will come down. And that the Jamaica Labour Party corrupt regime will come down. One love, one heart.